They actually let me out of the studio for this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo. Stay tuned for the coolest new gadgets and games from E3 2005 up next on Filter. Filter's 21 light gun salute to the best of E3 2005. I'm Diane Mizota, and this year's show was the most exciting ever. We fired up the Filter Radar for your votes on the year's most anticipated games and gadgets. Here's just a taste of what we found.
It's a great big convention. There's so much stuff to do.
I'm here to see everything. I mean, I'm really excited for this show. It's my first E3.
I cannot wait till they open the door so I can go rush to see Zelda.
I need to play Rainbow Six like crack.
I want to see the new Xbox.
Next generation of consoles.
Since Revolution 360 and PlayStation 3.
New platforms, the year that they announce these are always fantastic.
Close to nerd heaven, not quite in yet.
Show started, gotta go.
And there's tons of games right here that are awesome.
This year, there's everything. I'm looking for the new James Bond game, the Godfather game, the new Kingdom Hearts. I want to know more about the next-gen systems, of course.
I'm looking real forward to the new systems.
There's so many sexy men here.
The Filter is my favorite show. I watch it every day.
Great, man. You can't beat boobies. That's what I was just telling my friend here. The movies are great, too.
Who has time for boobies when there were 3 new consoles, hundreds of gadgets, and thousands of great new games to see? Let's kick off our countdown with the sequel to my favorite video game ever, Kick It, Katamari!
We love Katamari! I'm looking forward to the new Katamari game a lot. They have all new levels, new places to go, make my ball even bigger.
Well, it's very similar to the original, but, you know, the original was sublime anyway. They seem to be this new environment.
I saw someone driving around in a school, in a classroom, picking up kids, picking up the teachers, picking up the desks.
Students, cats, desks.
It's faster, and you have more items, and you have more levels. It's very nice. I'm looking forward to the co-op, definitely.
I'm hoping to find somebody to play 2-player with later, because that's the bit I'm really interested in.
I'm definitely looking forward to playing co-op with my girlfriend here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of new items I can roll up into the Katamari.
I love Katamari.
Call of Duty 2 coming in at number 9.
Well, I'm a big fan of the first Call of Duty, and the second one is awesome.
The graphics are amazing. I mean, it's something really cool, a big step forward from the first Call of Duty.
They have a lot of specific animation for specific sequences that really add a lot of characteristics to the game.
Well, the graphics may not be next gen, but it's really intense, really amazing.
Really make you feel like you're there.
When people get shot, they can do there's different reactions to every death. Yeah, putting you in the moment of like being in a battle.
And in multiplayer, who knows? Of course, it doesn't matter the location because I'm down for killing people anywhere.
Hey, Kingdom Hearts 2 number 8 on my list, man.
Seems pretty interesting. It's a big improvement over the last one. They updated the graphics a lot. Right now I'm just fighting this boss.
It's a completely different move style. Like the controls are completely different. It's really cool, actually.
Well, I think the graphics have been improved greatly from the original. I also think the camera angles are a bit more fixed. It doesn't move around as much.
Kingdom Hearts 2, it's got Auron in it. What the hell else do I have to say? Auron is freaking the best character from Final Fantasy X. What the hell else do you want, man?
Overall, I would say I'm much better than the first one.
The gameplay actually feels a lot faster right now. There's a lot more stuff you can do, actually.
I'll give it a high 10. I'll give it that.
Even major movie studios got in on the action at this year's E3. Steven Spielberg gave gamers a sneak peek at his big summer sci-fi flick, War of the Worlds. We sent tech reporter John Walsh to the scene in the hopes that he'd get abducted.
This used to be such a quiet neighborhood, and then the Martians landed. War of the Worlds opens everywhere June 29th. I'm at the War of the Worlds house at E3 to get to the bottom of this anal probing business. These aliens are constantly probing our anuses. What's that about?
It's the easiest way to get in.
No, I can think of a lot easier ways. Why do aliens probe our anuses all the time?
Oh, that's a good question.
Actually, studies show that about 10% of the abductees kind of like it. Not surprising.
Is that a Scientology thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Come into my church and let me hook you up to this machine.
Never happened to me.
Wow, lucky
Never.
Man. I was abducted by an alien once, and he probed my anus. He said he was an alien. He never calls.
There are a lot of things I'm sure they're trying to learn.
Yeah. And, maybe they just think it's funny.
Maybe calculus.
He said he'd call.
This is estimating 200 data in his tweet.
Here, right now. This is where my anus gets probed. I can just smell it. Well, that's it from the War of the Worlds house here at E3. Watch for War of the Worlds in theaters everywhere, June 29th. Now, hey, all you nerds, get off my lawn!
Good work, John. I knew you'd get to the bottom of that story. There's lots more Filters E3 special coming up, including a look at the new Final Fantasy and highlights of my day getting down with my peeps, the geeks. Stay tuned.
I'm playing Halo 2 right now, Chaos Theory, Call of Duty.
I play like role-playing games like Xenosaga, all the Final Fantasy games.
I don't officially have a hacked Xbox, but if I did, it would be the sexiest piece of hardware that I own.
Welcome back to Filter's countdown of the most anticipated games from this year's E3. When you told us what you wanted to see on the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter, we expected the usual shooters and RPGs. But Animal Crossing? You people fascinate me.
I loved Animal Crossing. That was the main game I wanted to play here at E3.
Where you create a character in a town, and the town is a living, breathing town that exists in real time.
Most excited about online play, definitely.
The whole wireless part is going to change Animal Crossing totally.
The wireless stuff is really cool. I think the idea that I can actually play with other people and not have to like drag them over to my house and have like 4 GameCubes.
There's new elements of gameplay with the use of the stylus, it looks like, because you're able to bring down the menus. You're also able to write the text a lot quicker.
I spent a good 2 months just playing every day trying to do Animal Crossing.
The last Animal Crossing on the GameCube, I must have spent 1 million hours playing it. Now that it's online, I'm probably going to spend like 10 million hours playing it.
Quake 4 comes in at number 6. Yes!
Quake 4 is awesome, dude. Looks really good. I'm really excited because I like all the other Quake games. I'm a big fan of them.
Well, it certainly has the franchise name to go with it. Quake, I mean, everybody's going to buy it because it's Quake.
Graphics are amazing, very clean looking. The gameplay just looks so much fun.
Blood, splatter, guts, and glory, all that good stuff.
So it really looks great. You can go outside. We're using walkers.
They also said that they're going to have like the hover tanks in there also.
Then you have strong abilities that are like fused into your body.
I just want to play it right now.
Final Fantasy 12 number 5, yeah.
I love the graphics. It's a lot cleaner. It's just really nice to see. Love it.
Very excited because I'm a very big fan of Final Fantasy series. The story looks a lot more complex than compared to all the other ones.
Oh man, the graphics are crazy. I wish I saw more gameplay, but I mean, like, I love the CGs on that. It was crazy as hell.
Every time the Final Fantasy series come out, the whole new story about the twists and turns and everything, that's what's most exciting about it.
If they go back to like how it was in 7, like I hope it kind of does, that's what I kind of want to see on that one.
I can't wait to see Final Fantasy 12. That was some good G4, yeah!
G4, yeah! I say that all the time. Well, mostly on payday. And you can ask anybody, I really earned my dough at this year's show, running around and checking out all the coolest new games. Not like certain tech reporters I can name. John Walsh!
Yeah, it's another hardship assignment here at Tales from the Dork Side. I thought I'd change things up a little bit. Instead of me bringing gadgets to the people, I thought I'd sit back and enjoy a massage courtesy of Ouch by Tylenol and let the new technology come to me. The Samsung A800 from Sprint PCS, which incorporates a 2-megapixel digital camera in a 3D gaming phone. The Razer Diamondback optical gaming mouse, which is sensitive up to 1600 DPI. The Game Elements Freaks controllers by Philips, which come in a variety of decorator finishes. Oh, want some Tylenol? Thank you. Tell me everything about that new Sprint PCS phone.
It's got a 2-megapixel camera on it. It's got a high-res screen. You can play 3D games.
Sprint offers a lot of 3D games now, too. You can play them live, multiplayer.
On this.
Yeah,
but the nice thing is you can walk around and play the games and not be in your hole in the basement of your mom's house.
How do you know where I live?
Picture's pretty great.
Picture's great, isn't it? It's a 2-megapixel camera. There's a swappable mini SD card slot in the top. Okay. It's an espresso maker and an insulin pump and an erectile dysfunction aid. Ow! You want some Tylenol?
Yeah, I do.
You know, prevent carpal tunnel syndrome. You want a good, ergonomically designed gaming mouse. Sensitive up to 1600 DPI. Wow. Yeah. It's a great feel to it.
I would assume that this would probably be really great for Halo 2.
And the ladies like a big optical sensor. No, seriously, they dig it. I actually know what I use this for Disney princesses, too. God, this massage chair is rocking my ass. Yeah. It feels like there's like a little baby kicking to get out of the inside of the chair.
Mine's just going up and down.
Oh, that's nice, too. Ow!
No.
Ouch. Oh my God, Nick, what the hell's in your hand? This is an Xbox controller shaped like a dragon. Isn't that exciting?
Wow, that's so cool.
They're working on a celebrity line. They're going to have, like, the face of Estelle Getty.
I play that one game where you shoot.
Oh, that one game where you shoot. Well, that's all from the Tylenol Ouch booth here at E3. You know, this job gets a lot easier when you... Hey! Ouch!
Tylenol Ouch. That'll help a bit.
All right. I get the point. Thank you.
For more on all the cool swag John found, plus outtakes and candid E3 shots, visit g4tv.com/filter. But where do you think you're going? We've got to look at Link's latest adventure when Filter returns, so park it!
What would nerd me on? Well, obviously the PSP. I'd say if I got a PSP, I'd have to change my pants.
Yeah. Oh, my nerd-ons! Oh, my controller whispers secrets to me.
If guys don't ask me to play with them, I get kind of upset. But when they do, let me tell you.
Welcome back to Filter's Nerdalicious countdown of the most anticipated games and gadgets from this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo, where some games made a bigger splash than others. Take this title, which comes in at number 4.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess at number 4.
Legend of Zelda right now is going to be the best game this year. It is that damn good.
Zelda's the best game at this conference. It's dominated.
Stood in line for an hour to see this game. I think the direction they've gone with Zelda is the direction they should keep going with Zelda. I'm especially amazed by the horse battles.
I just did battles on horses, did battles in villages. I did a dungeon, I used new weapons, which is absolutely amazing.
I really like the new look of Link. It's different, but it's still cool.
It's much more mature than the previous Zeldas, I can tell you that. Graphics, gameplay,
I think the adult feel gives it a better appeal. Makes it feel more serious, like epic.
It's everything you could have hoped for and more.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess may be number 4 in your book, but with me it's always going to be number 1.
Xbox 360 comes in at number 3.
The Xbox 360 is phenomenal. For starters, the Xbox Live transferability with your old Xbox account, I think that's awesome.
It's an amazing machine. I love the wireless controllers.
I think it's a cool system, you know. I want to try to play it. From what I've seen earlier on G4, the graphics look pretty nice, and I can't wait to try it out.
The thing that I'm most surprised about is the graphics. I mean, they're really blowing me away. They look terrific. I can't wait to play it.
Well, what I've heard about the customizability is that you can change the faceplates, change the different colors.
Everyone wants to have their own custom thing, you know. I think it's going to work well, and a lot of people are going to want to get the different faceplates for the Xbox. People want to have, you know, one machine that'll play movies, they'll play games, they can view their pictures. I mean, it's really convenient. It's basically a whole new machine.
Xbox 360 number 3, yeah!
Anybody from a hardcore Quake freak to a weekend Madden fan would have a great time at E3. But what makes it really special for me is it's the one time all year when they actually let me out of this studio. I wanted to make the most of my visit, playing new games, checking out new consoles, and most importantly, meeting as many of you Filter fans as I could. Here are some highlights.
Good morning! Hi, so we're here at E3. We're gonna talk to some fans, sign some autographs, hang out, and just see what's going on. Come on. Hey, good morning!
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can you do me a favor, get me coffee real quick?
Yeah.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Sugar?
Oh my! This is hot!
I'm gonna go get my makeup on, so maybe then you might recognize me, because like this, not so much. So I'll be back. Okay! 5 minutes later and I'm done. I don't even know where I'm going.
Oh my gosh, can I have your autograph?
Sure, do you have a piece of paper?
I loved your work with Houston.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
We're gonna sign some autographs now. Back up. Wait, where did you get this?
I got it on eBay. It was $8,000. Please, Diane.
All right, there you go, thanks. Bye. You're welcome. Just, we're done with the autograph signing. It went really well. We had a really long line, surprising, but it was very interesting. Sometimes they would say, oh my God, you're so much prettier in person. What?
We're actually going to be trying this new experimental product. It's called Nerd Be Gone.
Smells good. All right, so we're going to try this out now and see if it actually works. You know.
Hi, Diane. Diane Mizota. I don't know about that.
James, you may be out of a job.
Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing. I pushed you the wrong button. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, everybody, let's all go fishing. Yay!
It's more complicated than I remember. It's been a long day here at E305, but I think I saw just about everything, and it was amazing.
Okay, which one of you goons dug this up? I'll go find out, but don't go away. The Filter Face-Off is next. Seriously? Heads are gonna roll. I'm serious.
Rats on live who scream, yell, taunt, cheat. Forget it. Annoying.
Bad attitudes nerd me off. What nerds me off? Probably BO and Dance Dance Revolution. Lack of deodorant. That's it.
Welcome back to Filter's hyper-nerdulent overview of the most anticipated games and gadgets from E305. Here's a look at what we've seen so far.
I love Katamari. The sequel rolls its way into 10th. It was robbed! You answered the call again. Call of Duty 2 lands the 9 spot. Sora strikes again. Kingdom Hearts 2 is 8th. Double screens means double the Animal Crossing fun. The Nintendo Sandbox title comes in 7th. It's been just about 6 years, but Quake 4 shakes up the filter scale to a 6.0. The only video game that has more sequels than a Jenna Jameson movie, Final Fantasy XII, is 5th. Link is all grown up, and he's all grown up! The Twilight Princess twinkles on number 4. You love the circle, jerks! The Xbox 360 runs circles around the competition and lands at number 3.
Consoles were the big story at this year's show, so it's no surprise that the big three took top honors. I'm not about to step between Sony's new PlayStation 3 and the Nintendo Revolution. That's why God made the Filter Face-Off.
If it's between the Nintendo Revolution and the PS3, I'm going with the PS3. Between Nintendo Revolution and PS3, definitely Nintendo Revolution.
We're gonna have to pick PS3. PS3's coming out with a lot of new games, a lot of technology.
Nintendo over to PlayStation? I mean, come on, we want Sony to play games. Sony's marketing this thing as multimedia, but come on, where are the games at? Where's Mario at?
Nintendo all the way.
Oh, PlayStation 3, no doubt, just hands down. I'm a hardcore PlayStation fan as it is, and Nintendo's just lived to disappoint recently.
I'm real excited about the Revolution because I heard that's also going to be online, and I heard that you can also play all the old Nintendo games on it.
Backwards compatibility is great. We all know that. We love it. But we've also been doing it for years. They're called ROMs.
The backward compatibility, a plus, big plus. I mean, I'm finally looking forward to being able to play games of yesteryear on the system of tomorrow.
I would have to choose PlayStation 3. You know, it's going to have the franchises, the Gran Turismo, the Metal Gear, Grand Theft Auto, a new one of those.
You can expect the regulars from Nintendo Revolution. I mean, they already said that Metroid was going to be on there, a new Mario, Super Smash Brothers.
I'm not too disappointed about that there's nothing on the floor for Revolution.
I was all just hyped up for Nintendo to do something, and then black.
I definitely think the PS3, with the look of it, curves over the top a little bit. I think all in all, it looks pretty sleek and more tech-like.
I heard the Revolution's going to be real small, about the size of 3 DVD cases, they said.
They still haven't even shown us the controllers yet, or the games, so Nintendo all the way, baby. Woo!
I definitely think that, you know, even though it's really small, it's going to pack a huge punch.
I'm joining the Revolution.
And your number one pick from E3 2005 is PlayStation 3.
Dude, I can't wait for the PS3.
PS3 rocks! I should take the Game Boy out of my hand. No PS3.
PS3 is where it's at.
PS3 rocks.
It looks to me like it's going to be the most powerful system this next generation. Looks like it's going to be the one to have.
Well, that's all for Filter's E3 special. I hope you enjoyed our sneak peek at the greatest games and gadgets coming your way this year. Tune in next week when we count down your favorite video game kills, and don't forget to vote on the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter. Until next time, I'm Diane Mizota reminding you that character counts, but not as much as armor or hit points.